Thursday night baseball now from Oriole Park here in Baltimore. Tonight, the first of this 4-game weekend set between the Chicago White Sox and the Baltimore Orioles. A big-time arm and a power bat should be fun. First pitch is next. Dave McNally, a left-handed Missouri native, is the starter in this one. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, remember, guys, he's a young pitcher, still garnering a lot of experience, and he has a lot of upside. If he continues to improve, he's going to be around this league for a very long time. I can't wait to watch him in this one.
Number 7 strides forward, and we are set for baseball here this evening. First of 4 here to start the weekend as the game's first pitch is taken, and it's strike 1. EK, you look at these Orioles as they begin play here tonight. All you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
And something's going to have to give here in game 1 because both of these teams come in riding winning streaks. They've played some of their best baseball this season, so this is set up to be an exciting series.
Yeah, he's all over this pitch. You see it right here. Lines it into left field. Now they've got a man on to start the ball game.
At the plate, Floyd Robinson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And he'll snap one over to first. Runner's back. First pitch on its way. Popped high in the air. Aparicio is there for it. 1 down. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. What do you think they need to do to keep this winning streak rolling, Steve?
I think you go up there trying to lift balls, get them airborne, because this is the second highest scoring and second most home runs in this ballpark. So a routine fly ball can end up in the seats. So capitalize on that.
Here's the first pitch to him. John Romano comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
Oh, and it's tailor-made to short. 6. Oh, and he has some trouble with it, and the effort pays off as he's able to recover and get the second out of the inning. And with that, take a look at the defense for the Orioles. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts, so we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Moose Skowron steps in now, just hoping for something to go his way. And as you can see, that has not been the case in recent days. Taken high and deep to right. Going back is the right fielder. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. A man left for the White Sox. The Orioles due up in the first, no score. Tommy John will be on the mound for the series opener. What do we need to know here, EK?
He's not a rookie in this league anymore, but he's still very young and learning his craft here in the big leagues. He is having a very nice year so far, though, so we'll see if that continues in this matchup.
Paul Blair comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Paul Blair.
Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1. And Eric, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
And something's going to have to give here in game 1 because both of these teams come in riding winning streaks.
1-1.
They've played some of their best baseball this season, so this is set up to be an exciting series.
Here it comes on 1-1. Hit down the third base line, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And he chased it in the dirt. He'll throw down to first, 1 away. Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. Steve, what's the key for them to continue this winning streak?
Well, you're going to get a heavy dose of those sinking fastballs, so you got to look for the ball to get up in the zone. If you swing at anything down, you're going to be rolling over pitches, and it's hard to get a rally started if you're hitting into double plays all day.
Luis Aparicio will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 4 games, as hot as they come. In there, strike 1. Figure we'll probably see a heavy dose of that sinker here tonight.
It's really a pitch he'll lean on, especially when he needs that ground ball, but even in situations like this where he's just trying to get ahead.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. The pitch. Sinker is right there for a called strike 2. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Yeah, you know, I've seen a couple times with Dixon behind the plate where there was some disagreement on pitches up in the strike zone. Seems to be a polarizing spot for him sometimes. So we'll see if that comes into play.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hit hard on the ground to second. Right to him. Throw gets him. 2 down. With a moment now, let's take a look at the White Sox defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, Matty, you remember growing up, right field wasn't a very important position. But here at this level, it's as important as any. And this man plays it as well as anybody. Very reliable, covers ground, always makes a routine play.
Brooks Robinson will get his first shot here. As you can see, he currently leads the junior circuit in hitting.
Well, for me, that's just really impressive for a guy his age. It's always exciting to see young players blossoming into stars right before your eyes.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
And this is what you got to do up there, Steve. You got to wait him out.
Yeah, and if you can lay off the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get your fastball to hit.
Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1. Set to deliver on 2-1. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
And we'll see him work both sides of the plate with the curveball going forward. Maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around.
Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Robinson has a read on it, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. After 1, no score. Pete Ward will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. Into the windup and the pitch. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Well, you know, when you get 2 strikes on you, you go into that protection mode up there at the plate. Let's see where this pitch winds up. Oh, yeah. That thing's nowhere near the strike zone, and that's a good job of making a guy go fishing for something he didn't really want to hit.
Stepping in now, Ron Hansen. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. That average coming in right at 300 on the nose. 1 home run, 9 driven in. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Nipped the corner. 2-2. Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike 3, and there are 2 away.
Well, the strikeouts sure come in bunches for this guy. Remember, he had 10 of them in his last start, and he's well on his way to maybe even matching that number in this game.
Al Weiss will dig in here, and he'll do so with the 8th best average in the American League entering play.
Yeah, and he leads his ball club in hitting, so he's a guy that they really look to offensively.
Line drive to left, and he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. More coming up from Baltimore after this. Boog Powell will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
Here comes the first pitch. And we'll start the inning off with an easy fly ball to straightaway left. Number 10 is there to take this one, and the bottom of the second starts with a 1-pitch out.
Number 3.
Number 3 readies for his first swings in this one. And boy, check out the recent numbers. Clearly providing a lot of pop at the plate right now. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Chop foul over towards the dugout. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Had him fooled as this is popped up back behind short. Hansen backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Batting 6th. Designated hitter,
Charlie Lau will stand in, and as you can see the big number there, he's up over 400 to begin the campaign.
This guy just keeps on rolling. You look at the season numbers and they're excellent. 2 hits in yesterday's game to add to it.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding off.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Number 10 will get his first shot at it here. 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night.
Well, you look at the average on the season, guys, and he's not sneaking up on anybody. Pretty amazing numbers for him right there. So yesterday's performance, obviously no fluke.
Drilled on the ground is short. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting ninth, center fielder, Ken Berry.
Ken Berry will get his first shot now, coming off a big ball game last night in which he accounted for 5 runs batted in.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
No, that's low.
And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. Popped up. And he'll put it away now without much of a problem. 2 gone now here in the third.
Now batting, number 7.
Number 7 will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
100 miles an hour is hard. A high 100, impossible to get on top of.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
Third inning, no score to this point. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Swing and a ball line hard towards short. Leaps and makes a terrific catch. And with that, the side is retired. Another look as he goes way up to get that one at short. We've played 2.5. No score on the show. Jerry Adair will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Second baseman.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
Low and inside with the breaking ball as that causes him to back up a bit. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Robinson is there. 1 away. Dick Brown will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, baseball can be a humbling game. Yesterday wasn't a good day for him, but over the season, he's hitting over 300.
Too low with the curveball. 1 ball, no strikes. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Grounded to short. Henson scoops it up. And this ball's right past him at first base.
I want you to watch this throw here. You know, this isn't in the dirt. It's not in the sun. It's right there, but he just drops it. No real explanation for it. Just a bad error.
Bob Johnson will stand in trying to keep that hitting streak alive. You see what he's done over the past 9 ball games. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95-plus mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
Now the 0-2 pitch. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Orioles still looking for their first hit of the ballgame. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. In the dirt here. And they got him. Boy, his feet were stuck in the mud there. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. 3-2 now.
And this guy won't lay down here because there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's putting up a good fight.
Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Orioles held in check there. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Floyd Robinson is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning. 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
When you start that pitch off the edge, most guys know well enough to lay off. You've got to start it on the edge if you want them to chase.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Yeah, nothing on the scoreboard yet, so maybe this can be a start as he's on base to lead off the inning.
John Romano stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Low for ball 1.
Now here's a good spot to finally break through against this guy. You've got the leadoff man on, the heart of the order's coming up, and maybe this is a good chance to get that goose egg off the scoreboard.
A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Two and one.
Sometimes you just let a guy work his own way into trouble and then take advantage.
No runs, just 1 hit. 1 error thus far for the White Sox. Now a snap move over to first, but the runner's back easily.
Simple throw over there.
2-1, here it is. There goes the runner. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
And later in the game, maybe you question this decision to run because you worry about taking the bat out of the hands of one of your best hitters. But here in a scoreless game, I doubt they're going to put him on. So that was a good job to take what's given to you.
Palm ball got him, 1 gone.
Now batting, first baseman
Moose Skowron is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Nope.
Now a curveball that misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2.
And there's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
Well, people might jump to some conclusions here, but with a base open and this guy at the plate, you don't even really want to mess around with the strike zone, and I think this pitch just got away from him. Nothing more than that.
Standing in now, Heath Ward sends that one out of play for strike 1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. That misses. 1-2.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
Well, you talk about a big time to come up with a strikeout. Now, you've still got one more guy to get through here in the inning, but now with 2 outs, you can take a step back, take a deep breath, and know that those runners have to stay put at first and second.
Ron Hansen gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
And he lays off there, 1-0.
And with 2 walks in the inning already, he can't afford to fall behind anybody else if he wants to stay in the game.
Swing and a miss at the bender, and it's even at 1-1.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
Hit out towards second. He's got it. Throw on to first, and the White Sox come up with nothing as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. Thursday night baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. Paul Blair is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Still pretty early, but they don't have any hits yet, so you need to get it going offensively.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Reined in Throw to first is in time for the first down.
Up next for the Orioles, the shortstop,
Luis Aparicio stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Well, I think it was a sinker that he rolled over last time up, and he's probably going to see that same pitch again. You got to wait for a mistake up in the zone against a guy like this.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, heading for second now. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a one-out double.
third baseman, number 5, Brooks Robinson.
Striding into the box, Brooks Robinson. He flew out in his last at-bat.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
He's set. Here it comes. And a ball 1-0. Look out. 2-0 now. But one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
2-0 pitch on the way. And a sinker is over that time. It's back to 2-1. Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time. Ball 3.
Well, I think he got the pitch he was looking for right there, but not in the right location. So that's a great job of just holding up the swing.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery. And that misses. Ball 4. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
First offering on its way. Boog Powell is in for the second time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. In there, 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hot shot to third. Oh, look at this. To second for 1. Relay to first in time. And just like that, the side is retired. A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. Al Weiss heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. All right, 4 scoreless innings in the books. What's it going to take to push across our first run?
Well, I think both pitchers have really dominated so far. This is where getting the leadoff guy on is so key. You know, get the pitcher into the stretch, get him out of his comfort zone, then maybe your offense can go from there.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
And it goes without saying, but this has to be in the strike zone. You don't want him on base to start off the inning.
Got to find the strike zone. Here's the 3-0. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
And sometimes, you know, you just got to learn that harder isn't always better. You've got to be able to dial that fastball down a few miles an hour and make sure you keep it in the strike zone.
Number 10 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, Matt, the pitcher may have thought the runner might be on the move right there, so he slide steps to hang on to him.
Swing and a miss, 1-1.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal at all.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Well, from 1-1, now you miss with 2 straight. You've got to be extra sure now that this is in the strike zone so you don't put a second guy on base to start this inning.
Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs. Sinking line drive out to right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, that base hit is going to get his hit streak to 6 games now, so he's swinging it.
Ken Berry in now, hopped out in his first trip.
Yeah, he just uppercut a fastball. That top hand kind of dragged through the zone, which caused the bat head to drop a little bit.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0.
Now with 2 on and nobody out, it's looking like this scoreless string could be in some jeopardy.
No runs, 2 hits, 1 error thus far for the White Sox. 1-1.
Yeah, right over the top of that one. Double play ball would be a killer here, so he's got to find something he could square up.
Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
And now what do you go with here on the 1-2 count? I got a feeling that this one won't be in the strike zone either.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
Yeah, that's 2 really good breaking balls in that sequence. Here's the last one. And at the plate, he's probably thinking, I'm not going to see that same pitch again. But they go right back to it. They double up with it, and they get him to swing and miss again.
Into the box now, number 7, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Well, this guy has thrown a first pitch strike to about 50% of the batters he's faced. He's pitching well, but those numbers could be pumped up a little bit.
Here comes the 0-1. And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. To second for 1, and it's wide of the bag and right by him. And he is in there.
And you know what? This is always a really difficult throw for a first baseman because he has to deal with the runner who's headed to second base. And also, that runner can sometimes screen the shortstop that's covering the bag. And in the end, this one gets thrown away.
Into the box, Floyd Robinson, as he'll take a look at ball 1.
That curveball needs to be down. And he's gotten a little lazy with it here. Be careful.
Inside corner, a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Up high, 2-1 now.
Oof. That high fastball is definitely a pitch guys will pop up, and that's what he's looking for on the mound. So that's good restraint to hold back and not swing.
Runners are at second and third with 1 down. The 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2.
And that's the mark of a really good pitcher here. They get just a little bit tougher to hit when they get runners in scoring position.
Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
With one out, definitely a strikeout situation with two men in scoring position. And that is a great pitch right there to pick up a very important second out.
Stepping in now, John Romano. And he pulled the string a bit too sharply there on a curveball as it's down around the shoe tops.
And with two outs, you want to make sure those guys earn that run. Well, don't let them score on a wild pitch.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
And after you move a guy off the plate and you know he's all worked up, that's a perfect time to drop a curveball or a changeup on him. Great pitch call right there.
And this one is past him, and that could be a run. And it is a run.
That's a nice job that time down there at third. He read that right away, and he's able to come in and score that time on the wild pitch to the backstop.
Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's a 3-0 game. And he's safe.
Up next for Chicago.
And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Digging in to try it again, Moose Skowron. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up. Looks like a lefty and a right-hander throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. A shot down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning, 1 error in the inning, and 1 man left on. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the White Sox 3 and the Orioles nothing. Number 3 will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Outside with the breaking pitch, and he falls behind at 2-0.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is 1 big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
2-2. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2. Charlie Lau is on deck. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Got him. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just 1 hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Charlie Lau is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
And he'll lay off a first pitch sinker, missing down and in for a ball. 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Still 2-2. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Hit hard to short. Henson is right there. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, Jerry
Adair is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Not able to hold on there as he swings through a pitch in the dirt, and it doesn't look good for him now. Down 0-2.
Yeah, one pitch away now from getting through 5 shutout innings. And I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing, this could turn out to be a night off for the bullpen.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They trail it here 3-0. Pete Ward will step in to lead things off for the White Sox here in the 6th. And we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
Yeah, and he's really getting over the top of that curveball.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. He's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. Slapped hard the opposite way, but quick reactions at the hot corner take away a hit, and there's one gone.
Ron Hansen.
Ron Hansen will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Right there for strike 1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Here's a swing, and oh man, way out of here. So a solo shot down the line in left as the White Sox have opened things up a little bit further. It's now 4-0.
Well, this is the chance you take when you work up in the zone like this. I mean, this is right in his happy zone, and he jumps all over it and sends it right over the wall.
And now here comes Oriole manager Buck Showalter on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. Jim Palmer is on, and he'll take over on the mound.
Number 22, Jim Palmer. Hitter.
Standing in now, Al Weiss. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Bases are empty, one man out. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was definitely a big part of this victory. You see there, 4 RBIs for him in the ball game. He came through when they needed him to, and he was instrumental in the win.
The White Sox, 5 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. They left 4 men on base.